This call may be recorded or monitored.
Hey, what's up?
Ain't nothing too much. How you doing?
Doing all right.
Yeah. Well, wait a minute. Let me say hello to whoever's on the other line there. How y'all doing this morning? Boy, y'all gave me a time to get off in here. I did. I came yesterday. Yeah, they wouldn't let me come in yesterday.
Why not?
Yeah, well, somebody seemed to have it a little bit mixed up, confused, but I made some calls this morning and talked to one Lieutenant Inman, and he was very helpful, and he said perhaps the misunderstanding had came from him because he was the one to interpret the court order. They should have just simply called a paralegal in like me, and I could interpret. I was going down there to get a copy of it this morning, but as I told him yesterday, it wasn't necessary that I get a copy of it because I was sitting in open court and I heard it.
Yeah.
I say, in fact, the judge would probably be a little upset because she was very, very specific as to that order and who that order applied to.
Yeah.
In fact, the order is not even given to your mother or your father. The order is given to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as I told him, I'm neither his mother or his father. So what are you saying? But they had it under, basically, it was generalized, his family. So when I came and they asked me who I was, I said, I'm his uncle. You know, and I went off on all that there. But anyway, man, yeah, it was a time. But you're doing okay? Yeah, I think this morning your mother and them had a little bit of difficulty with that particular order and trying to get to see you because I called him yesterday and asked them, you know, who was coming out, and I think your mama was attempting to come out to see you. But no doubt, and perhaps the judge seemed somewhat hesitant in making the order. If not hesitant, she should have been cautious in the sense of realizing that these things don't automatically work when you impose a certain type of pretrial condition. It doesn't automatically work because it gets into an issue. It gets into an issue of almost like separation. It's more of a separation of powers is what it is. So, you know, the distinction was made very clear. I sat there and I listened in court, and the distinction was made very clearly of a pretrial condition as opposed to if you were sentenced. She would have no right to impose any of that. It's basically over at that time. You see what I'm saying? But with that said, I understand where they was going. I knew where they was going, but see, I told Mom and them some time ago. You know, I told a number of the family members about certain things that was going on. I say, don't get too wrapped up in jail drama.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And that's basically the way that I summed it up. Some charges can be somewhat serious. The others amount only to jail drama, and then you're dragged into court on a dog and pony show. You see what I'm saying? With something that's really not relevant to the issues. But anyway, getting back, you know, and that's just elaborating on what they did in court. I basically told them, don't even be, you know, don't be stirred about that there, you know, because I say that's, you know, that's theater.
Yeah.
You know, that's theater at its best. Yeah.
Not even at its best.
Yeah. Well, I know.
What happened Friday?
I know.
A day or two later, they're like, oh, well, really?
I know. What the simple thing about it was that when I saw the state, just, you know, this guy just like he literally did a little jiggle on out the courtroom. Yeah, because he felt like that was a, you know, some kind of monumental victory or something like that. But I'm saying to myself, wow, what did you do? You know, what did you really accomplish at that point?
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was nothing, man. But I want to just tell you, Beta, we're very concerned as long as you behind bars, as long as you sitting in here. You see what I'm saying? And I don't cast a doubtful, critical shadow over the people that run the place here, the powers to be. However, it is 2015 and I still live in the United States of America. You see what I'm saying? With all of the problems that it has, I still live here.
You still see what goes on.
Huh?
I said you still see what goes on.
You can't help but see what goes on. You live it every day. You live it every day. Yeah, you live it every day.
Thing that's, I don't know, everybody sees it with the McClenny thing.
you always going to have those injustices, but my word to you about your situation, and you know your situation better than anybody know your situation. You can say, hey, give me this advice about this, or give me this advice about that, but you got to live it.
Yeah, I told them to talk to you and, let you in on it.
Yeah. I have a pretty good understanding of things, and most of the time I make the call before it even happens. You see what I'm saying? One thing that I made the call on, you can enforce the law, and you should enforce the law, but don't do it selectively. Don't do it selectively. You see what I'm saying? And my thing is that your rights be protected. Your rights be protected because you haven't been convicted of anything. The news media may mention everything or any type of thing about you or whatnot, and that's their job. To practice a little yellow journalism from time to time. Shit, it sells papers. But if nothing else, it gets hits, as it do now on their website. So people going to do that. This is what they do. But yet, we have to be smart enough to differentiate between what is a charge, what is an allegation, what has resulted in an actual conviction. They got you built up like you are, you don't remember the time, but like you're Sirhan or somebody like that. You see what I'm saying? This guy shot, I believe, Kennedy, one of the Kennedys or something like this. Even back in my time, that was real far back. But I'm saying notorious type of, you Lee Harvey Oswald or somebody. This is how they got you, dubbed somewhat. But yet you're not that person. Because they're going to say a lot of far-fetched things. Don't worry about those things. Stay focused on what's really going on.
I'm worried about that probably the first week.
Yeah, if you want to, y'all probably don't have no television in here or anything like that there. So tell each other stories about Silent Night as the world turns and all that there, if you need to. But don't get into jail drama. Jail drama ain't nothing but a bunch of bullshit. You know that there. Don't get into jail drama. You see what I'm saying? Like I told you the last time that I was here, when you go on the other side of the wall over there, a bitch can sell your Cadillac.
Yeah.
He can sell your Cadillac with his mouth.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He do both with his mouth and with his ears.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? This shit here, any means necessary.
Yeah.
So you understand this place. You done been here. I don't have to tell you the stories that I used to tell you. I don't have to tell you like that.
Yeah.
You understand that for yourself.
Yeah.
But I just want to.
I had told one of them to, let you be able to, look at things and get certain info and whatnot.
I take in and give a little info, on that, as to my interpretation somewhat of it. I love to see, the order and things like that. However, I think that your lawyer is going back over today because, as I was saying earlier, there's a lot of what happens is that sometimes when you put an order out like that, and it's an order that these people are not used to receiving certain specifics like that.
He said, no, this is the first time.
Yeah.
I said, well, how am I supposed to do this?
Right, and then it's gotta be true chaos. I mean, it's nice window dressing in front of the camera, but in real life, we come back and we have to do maintenance to them type of orders. You follow me?
At the podium, me and the lawyer were kind of like laughing. Like, how the hell are you gonna do that?
Yeah, right. Because what it does is it authorizes something, or it imposes something that is very difficult somewhat to enforce or to implement. Yeah. As one would say, it's almost like a rule, and there's a difficulty in implementing that. And so often when those things are originally framed, the individual that originally framed it did not really read into or fully understand what they would be getting into when you started directing people who have not previously had such directions.
It sounds good, but she doesn't know the way the job actually works.
Exactly. Exactly.
Or something like that. So.
Yeah, exactly. Because, I would hate to be a lawyer on the other end, and I got to sit and hold somebody's hand to talk to you whenever they want to have a phone call with you or whenever they want to come down and see you.
And then it's almost redundant because it doesn't stop anything. If I'm going to talk and say something to you, I'm going to say it.
Right.
But not actually do a phone like I got to talk to you. he relays it, you know.
Yeah, it's just,
and then at that point, they'll make him a witness.
Right. I understand. I fully understand both sides.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And it's almost like you create a conflict of interest somewhat. Is what you actually do.
So stuck on entertaining and being in the camera. Yeah. And he had the nerve to actually say something about a letter, and she said, "Did you really just say that?" And he withdrew that statement because he looked stupid as shit.
Yeah.
I actually say you need somebody up here to watch you right out.
But let it give it a sufficient amount of time because some things just have to be redressed at a later time because so often right there, like I say, during the stage, it's difficult, to touch things. I like some of the things. Yeah, I like some of the things that that your lawyer pointed out. Let me ask this here: what do you think of him? I mean, as far as his representation. I cut through the chase and just asked you, what do you think of his representation?
The one that was up there that day?
Yeah.
A little too passive.
Huh?
A little too passive.
Well. He started out okay. He started out like a pit bull.
But I just say it's better people. They coming at you with everything.
Yeah. But see, one thing, he started out good. I like the way he started out, but one thing he wasn't prepared for.
No.
One thing he wasn't prepared for, and I kind of say one for you, for the state, is that basically the judge was saying, what are you asking me to do? You're asking me to do something that I cannot do. And he countered, and that was really the best counter that he had, was when he countered that by the difference between pre-trial and post-trial.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? When he made the differential between the two, you see what I'm saying? It basically showed her, I'm not trying to, get you to, trample on something that you're not supposed to in the law, but you can do it here as a pretrial condition. You see what I'm saying? But yet again, I think that wouldn't have, I don't even think that would have been done by her had they not had something to go on, and what they had to go on was your attempt, not what the parents may have done, but your attempt. You see what I'm saying? Or as they allege your attempt. You see what I'm saying? That was what, when they stopped and she said, well, okay, let us kind of understand this information or something. But he was already handcuffed. He was handcuffed with the he didn't really, I don't know the case that he was trying to use in the case probably was pretty good. The other case that the state probably used was probably something about, which way you hit a tennis ball or something like that, I don't think it was anything that was supported, but the difference was the fact that he pointed out that you can do this as a pretrial condition. That was the difference, and I told him he didn't really have anything for that. No, he didn't have anything for it. He was kind of empty-handed at that point, but yet and still, I just asked, I don't know how far he went with anything, but what do you think of him?
He's good.
All right.
I just think a little passive.
Okay. Okay, well, maybe he's a silent ninja or something like that, and he's all of a sudden he's going to come out.
He better come out now.
I know it.
Yeah,
I know, man. But like I say, it's all. I came out today just to make sure you're okay. You visit once on Monday. Right. Somebody need to be down here to see if you're okay. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm
gonna be okay. Trust that. Mm-hmm. But none of this gets me.
Okay. Well, they don't give y'all no newspapers or nothing like that.
They had them. No. You gotta order that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like some person when I was on the third floor, they had it coming in. I think like every day. Yeah. I know. Yeah. That's and if you're there, everybody read it. Yeah. Yes, it becomes a community paper. Yeah. But I tell I let your mama know I'm probably won't go down because I spent a long time down there yesterday. I got some work I need to go and do. Not no heavy work, but some things I got to go and pick up X-rays and stuff. Because I'm still tapped into VA and they need to help me. Yeah, they need to help me. But take care of yourself, man, and him, man, and like I say, man, the jail drama don't amount to anything. You see what I'm saying? Because each time jail drama blows up, because jail drama is always going to be like this. And remember this here, jail drama is like this here. It's like trying to put 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag. Where you think it's going to go. Every time you look around, it's going to blow up. So remember that there. That's the way it's going to be.
Yeah.
And it ain't ever going to change. It might be dressed up in different ways, but it's always going to be the same thing. Use your head and concentrate and be focused on those things that are trying to keep you in this environment.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, and your brother, he's doing real well.
Yeah.
He's doing real well.
Look at it all, man.
Yeah.
Just like they come and ask, what's going on? What's this? Whatever.
Nothing's going on.
I said, ain't nothing.
Nothing's going on.
You got 4 charges there. That's all bullshit.
Yeah. And,
like,
right.
The main charge, the only charge, they escape. Well, you all of a sudden drop that.
Well,
you still screaming that.
The bottom line is this right here. In other words, you have the right to charge.
Yeah.
You have the right to duly convict. And you have the right to sit back and to say, bring it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But see, you can't be a Rome in a day.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't be a Rome in a day.
Yeah.
So do what you're supposed to do. Keep your head up, and know that you may not be able to get through to your grandmama because she just don't really want to relive this type of thing.
I know.
I put it that way. She don't want to relive this type of thing. So, we just basically trying to keep her calm and whatnot, through it all, man. But, keep your head up, and most of all, man, pray.
Yeah.
Pray.
Been doing that.
Yeah, do that there.
I would say one thing, like I said, the Lord did tell them, they could discuss certain things and whatnot. But with those initials,
yeah,
2 charges, just breeze over that look, get a.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at the whole thing. I look at the whole thing.
Write me a paragraph, and what
I'll probably write you and tell you what I think of it. I give you my analysis of it. I give you my analysis of it. But specifically, and I ain't give you no advice since you was real young. You see what I'm saying? I know the days of old shit and all that they're going on, but I ain't gave you no advice. It's a long time, But remember what I said about the edge of night, and as the world turns and all them damn soap operas there, tell stories about those things there. But the other shit in your business, keep folk out of it because they don't belong in it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because the individual that gets a cell change and go to another floor, and then word is, that he got out and he out there balling and all that shit there, he probably is.
Yeah.
He probably is. But about the time your trial come around, about 6 months from now, you sit up there in court and you see a bitch sitting out there and you say, damn, I know him from some damn well. And then all of a sudden, this motherfucker, he got a suit on and he looked damn good. But all of a sudden, you blink and he got a pink suit on, an orange suit, or some green suit or something like that.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden you recognize him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he ain't there for no social call or no pity party.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. Yeah. The reason he's probably there is that he don't have to sit where you sitting one day. So he playing his cards. Yeah. He playing his cards.
Yeah.
And shit, everybody know it, and the state is the one dancing with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's new out there? What is new that they've been saying, news-wise or whatever?
Old bullshit, just told in a different way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just told in a different way. That's all it is. Nothing significant. That's why I say they need to keep their mind off of the petty stuff and the small things.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They need to keep their mind off of that and focus on what we began to focus on from the beginning. Those things is the more important thing.
Worry about me, and they should have been worried about.
Well, simply fact, you have a case and there was a young child. As I said when I came the first time, that's the primary focus, and it should always be the primary focus. Yeah.
They lost that a long time ago when they started worrying about too much of what was
I mean, no one, your family and others have not lost that in their heart or anything like that. But at the same time, we know you are entitled to your constitutional rights. You see what I'm saying? If you say, I don't ever want to say anything else about this, and I'll probably be the last person to ever ask you anything about it. Yeah. I don't do that there. You called me up one morning, I think, to ask me something about you had done gotten into. Maybe it was, something you and your daddy had disagreed with about that time. And I think the only thing I told you, well, you was talking to the wrong person. You probably need to be talking to your daddy and give what apologies you need to give. But as far as me, I don't get into too much of that because I know this right here. And I've learned this over the years. Bullshit don't count for nothing. It don't count for nothing. You see what I'm saying? Guide yourself in a true direction and stay the course. Remember that. But you got to do that there. I can't turn your ship in the right direction. You see what I'm saying? Because, I have enough problems trying to keep mine in the middle of the road. I don't have that type of problems, but I'm saying, my problems is trying to make a living, and making sure that I get the right woman. You see what I'm saying? Because the wrong woman can be just like a damn conviction. Just like wearing a sentence. Believe me. Yes, I don't even want to get into that. I want to get into that. But anyway, man, I got to go. I ain't had no real breakfast this morning. I just wanted to come to see that you was all right.
I'm okay, man.
Okay.
Everybody knows I'm okay. I'm going to be okay. And this stuff, maybe it's good that I don't sit there and have to see that every day on the TV. The news or whatever. I let it go right over.
That's good. You can focus on other things. You can focus on everything. You see what I'm saying? But I had got word somebody had said that they was trying to kill you or something, and I said, how could that be? I mean, shit, he's in perhaps the best hotel in Jacksonville. This shit is a 5-star hotel, man. Yeah, it is. The most important opinion is the one that you have of yourself, because you got to deal with that. Yeah. But how old you is now? 32. 32?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, you're going to outlive this shit here. You'll outlive this here 2 times. Yeah, and you know what? It'll come a time ain't nobody even talking about it. Yeah, that's how time is.
Amen.
Yeah, if somebody say, Ruben, who? I'm serious.
Yeah.
But it's incumbent upon you to make the right decisions.
Yeah.
Those decisions are yours, bro.
Yeah. Well, all I say is, a little insight does help, but
Well, I give you my feedback on it, and what I see. I sit there in the chair and look at it and see what it is, and I'll apply what I know from the law to it.
That, but also from this side.
Shit, that's always the side. Yeah, that goes along with that. Experience, trials, tribulation, and all that bullshit goes right along with it. That's how I analyze. You see what I'm saying? Maybe I sit in a little bit more of an advantage spot, but yet that's how I analyze. But I ain't gonna tell you nothing wrong. I ain't gonna tell you nothing wrong, and I'm gonna give you the best possible advice. But those things that may keep you away from the life that you once knew, those decisions are always gonna be yours and yours alone. Yeah. A lawyer or uncle that knows a little bit about law might be able to give you a whole lot of advice. But when it comes down to it, it's going to come down to you. Now, from a moral standpoint, or what we believe and what we hold to our convictions, it's going to be up to you to make a peace with that. Because once you make a peace with that, you receive all other guidance, and you know which way to go. But you first got to make a peace with that. And can't nobody else, ain't no third party at the table. Ain't nobody but you and the good Lord. Y'all have to talk.
Well, that's one,
Yeah.
Another thing was, what's going on with the storage and what's going on with my apartment?
I have no idea. Had I known that, it would be a consequence to you
and something you need to know. But I can just tell you like this right here. You would probably, belongings or things like that we had, it's like we had it in another life.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I'm saying I have other things that I focus on, and more so I focus on the particular charges that you're in here for.
I've been.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah, because see, all that other shit is like a reed blowing in the wind. You follow me? That's how it is.
Well, certain things that I had.
You would love to, and those that are maybe closer to you can probably tell you that.
Well, you obviously see what they've done to the people that are real close. So I'm not even trying to relay.
No. Yeah, I understand, but I'm saying me myself, I don't even know that.
Well, if you could talk to my dad.
Yeah, about your personal belongings.
All those electronics and stuff.
Yeah.
In that room.
Yeah.
To get it out of there.
Yeah.
Where I was living at to get that stuff out.
Yeah. So, yeah. I talk with them because, like I say, they have more knowledge of your personal effects.
That's all I want to know. I mean, if he can or.
Yeah, you have a right to your property.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can tell you for one moment, but I'm saying a lot of times, sometimes we find that it's blue like a reed in the wind, you know. You don't know who got it or who this or who that, and when you go there, you see what I'm saying? You don't really know, and I know you're trying to prevent that, and you should.
Everything was in one room pretty much. I mean, I had like welders and other stuff downstairs, but I'm talking about in that.
Yeah, your personal effects. Yeah.
Another thing is, what's up with the car?
I don't know, but you should be concerned about it, because as you work your way through this, and if you do work your way through it, it's yours to sell, I guess, if you want to.
I'm not too worried about it. I mean, if he was to get that, if he wanted to get rid of it for $200, do whatever you got to do. But I'm just wondering if they even release that stuff, or if they even open up the apartment.
I have no knowledge, and I don't know if they would right now, but you just have a junction right now that definitely such things as that. I don't know what, Gazzo may have did, or what may have been, taken, or what I would say that seized, or whatever it may be, but they do have a process to that there, I'm just,
I just know, I mean, at one point that was close to a month ago, maybe.
Yeah. But you have, like I say, you have an entitlement to that. If you had something that was stored out there, it should still be. If for storage paid on it or something like that, it should still be yours. Or just like if they were investigating and they wanted to search something or wanted to look at something, I'm more than sure they would, take a good look at it. They want to keep it.
After that last court, he had came to me and he took me in the interview room and showed me the paperwork. He said, "We got this." He said, "Who do you want to authorize?"
Oh, yeah.
They're already on there. I said, you can
authorize the person that's on it.
Yeah, she's already there. But I said,
but don't, now I understand you want the right decisions to be made about that there, but they're just things that's on your mind. Yeah. And they're gonna be on your mind, But they are. I mentioned them because I think that they have sense enough to make sure that your personal items be put in the right place. Period. Even the people here keep track of your property. You have a constitutional right to that. So I'm saying don't worry yourself over that right now. I check up to see what may have happened to your property. If there's anything that's seized, well, it's seized. You see what I'm saying? And that's a whole other process. If necessary, ask your lawyer from time to time. Would you ask them to repeat that case law that they repeated in court? I don't need to wait till the order. You need to be able to put it in here, in your head, and be able to come back and call it up.
Yeah. I mean, I looked some stuff up myself and had an idea about it. And crazy enough, they had tried to do similar, like the same thing to Gotti. John Gotti. I'm nowhere on that level where I'm orchestrating shit.
I know.
They did the same thing, but it's Supreme Court, threw that out.
Yeah. Only thing.
He wasn't even convicted of
only thing I can say about that is, and it fits within the realm of jail drama.
Yeah.
Give not the occasion for something.
Yeah.
That's why I say give not the occasion for something. Some things, when they settle in, it's only because we've given an occasion for it.
Yeah.
Talk brings on talk.
Yeah.
You follow me?
Yeah.
Talk brings on talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
But anyway, man, I must go.
All right.
And you take care of yourself, man.
One more thing. If you have the lawyer's numbers, you got the numbers.
No, I will get it. I will get it.
My dad has them, and get them from him. And I told him that they could talk to you.
I'm gonna tell the lawyer. But first thing I'm gonna tell him, he might want to see me for a good haircut before he go back into court. Where did he get that cut from?
What was that?
Huh?
The one that was up here with me.
Yeah, I saw it off of a distance, man. It looked like a $5 haircut on a nickel head. Shit. But anyway, man, let me go, man.
All right.
I hope he don't listen to this film, man. I ain't trying to cut the dude down. I just want him to do right. Yeah.
Well, you get, my dad has their numbers.
Okay. I get it from him. You take care.
I will.
All right. Bye-bye.